I'm kind of... Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, M Sakura. As you guys can tell, I have a surprise for you. This is my drag daughter.
Hi.
Yay.
Hi, I'm Sassi Fran.
All of my friends are having children, like real children. Like my old classmates are having children. We know that of bread. Just Gia.
Just Gia.
Just Gia. I wanted to introduce you guys today to my drag daughter because it's Mother's Day. It's not Mother's Day. Fran is here in LA visiting, so we thought it'd be a good idea to just make a video and just to get ready with me. You can put this on in the background while we just...
Get ready with us.
Before we start getting ready, please make sure to like this video, comment down below.
Do you have drag children? If you do drag?
Do you have children? Do you have drag children? Or do you have fur babies? And which one would you rather have? Because the cleanest one is probably the animal. And of course, subscribe to this channel if you want more content just like this. Ring the bell for notification if you want to know every time I get a new drag daughter, because it could happen.
Pretty panicked.
Girl, don't be panicked.
I don't have much time.
Does it take you to get in the face?
You know, okay, so the thing that happens is when I talk while getting into makeup, it takes me a lot longer. And I just had a drag child last month, Pride Month.
I'm a grandma.
Donburi. I painted her, and we also filmed a video. I don't know if that video is ever gonna go out because the camera kept dying. It took me 4 hours to do her makeup because we were just
you were doing her makeup. When you do your makeup, it literally is just like paint by numbers. Like, you have muscle memory regarding your face. But when it comes to like someone else's new ass face, it is rough. I have other drag children too. We were just talking about that. Jean Antonic. When I first met her, I thought we were going on a date. And I think it was just like a friend thing.
Oh no.
And then it's always just like, man, I really want to fuck this person. And then they're like, yeah, but put me in drag. I don't want to, especially now that I'm a mother. You know, but I have you, I have Jean Ann, or Jubilee, because I always give her shit for her name, because there's so many girls that are named like Jean Antonic, Jean Antonic, Jeannie
Maybe that's
Tonic.
why she changed it.
Thank God, good. You know what, sometimes bullying your children does work. My drag mother was a drunk.
Is your mother is woo-woo?
Yeah.
Does that make woo-woo my grandma?
I think she died, so I don't think you have a grandmother now. So you haven't had a drag mother before me, right?
No, not really.
Honestly?
I was talking to Cash earlier and was like, I think people think that Cash is my mom, but I always tell them, no, Cash is my dumpster mom.
Cash is kind of like, she's like a fun godmother, or like, she's like a babysitter that comes in and then she's like, she bullies you for a little bit.
Oh my God. Cash to me is like a cousin. Cash told me that she doesn't ever want children. So you're my dumpster mom, Cash. Put me in a dumpster.
Cash is here, by the way. Then, I've been watching Fran's drag for a long time. And I've always just been like, oh, Fran has a lot of similar influences and kind of like has similar styling, like wants to go in a similar style, you know what I mean? It made sense to me, I was like, oh, I should ask her to be my drag daughter, because for me, having a drag mother that wasn't Asian and didn't get my Eastern influence, I would rather have someone who like
gets it.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of someone who just humors it. So Fran actually won a pageant recently in San Francisco.
I did. The Prince X pageant takes place at Oasis. It's the Princess, which is the party that happens every Saturday night at Oasis. So like if you get booked for that show, it's kind of like one of the biggest, most like known shows in the city. Winning that pageant was crazy. That was incredible. And like the funnest part about it is that people know my name now, which is cool.
You gotta be on something or win something for anyone in San Francisco to know your name, because no one knew who I was until I got on Drag Race. I was only in like very specific niches and circles and clubs. What did you do for your number?
The very first thing was the creative presentation. Oh. So they gave us a prompt. The theme was elemental. So I picked Earth because I really wanted to do this like gown robe looking thing filled with like flowers. And then I had a second look that I really wanted to make that had like mushrooms all over the skirt. And so I was like, you know what? I'll just do both.
Sometimes children just want to outdo their parents. You know what
Truly.
I mean? Like, they just got to be like, I'm better than you. So just think about that while she's saying everything.
She adopted me after I won.
Yeah, because I was like, if she doesn't win.
I was like, wow, she didn't want me until I won something. But the funny thing is I also won another pageant 2 years prior. I won Little Mix Monster.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
In 2021.
I remember that.
But you didn't want me then.
No, not then. Girl, I don't want anyone from Monster Show. No. In San Francisco, we have this show called The Monster Show. Most girls start at least doing at least one number there when they first start doing drag. And the size of the stage is literally the size of this table right here.
If you get ready upstairs, the ceilings are really low, so it's fine for me.
That's why I had to get a lofted ceiling. Yes. Nothing makes you feel worse than when your wig hits the top of a ceiling.
I really grew a lot from then, and I really started to learn more about myself and who Sassi Fran, who she is, what her aesthetics are, what her performance style is. I like learned how to really elevate the things that I liked even more so ever since that pageant.
We all have to weaponize our BFAs, you know.
No, truly. I have a BFA in sculpture.
Yeah, weaponize it.
So I'm fucking weaponizing it. And then I won my lip sync. I lip synced to...
Your wig almost fell off.
Shut the fuck up. I still won, bitch.
Yeah.
There's a difference between like stopping performing or letting it get into your head when you have a malfunction versus like continuing to keep pushing through and acting like it's not really happening. I'm still keeping the same amount of energy. I'm still performing with my face. I'm trying not to let it show or like defeat me. And I think that's why I still ended up winning. I think the reason why you're able to do that, and for those of you guys who have been with this channel for a long time know that I've been in a couple K-pop up covers. So Fran is a K-pop cover artist as well as a teacher for K-pop up. So Fran is a seasoned performer. The show must go on. I didn't always used to be good at that. When I first started doing drag, and I think that this happens to everyone, but as soon as you have a malfunction,
that's all you can think about.
That's all you can think about, and it shows in your face. Like, I will watch back old videos of me, like baby Sassy in drag, and I'm just like, ugh. The second night of the Prince X pageant, that was the talent presentation. I won the talent presentation. Was
it like super like Filipino pride?
Yes, it was Filipino pride. The main song that I used was like Us by Ruby Ibarra, who is a Filipino rapper. Essentially, it talks about the strength and the resilience of Filipino women. I also asked a lot of like my Pinay friends and my sisters also to take video of themselves, and I was like, I just need like a B-roll of you, just like look at the camera or like
being Filipino, please.
Being Filipino.
Can you be really Filipino for the camera?
Filipino.
That's what they do for Drag Race Philippines.
Stop. Once the camera's off, you can stop being Filipino.
Yeah. Your full number is basically, I'm Filipino, and if you don't vote for me, then you're racist.
Exactly.
So that's how you won.
That's how I won.
That's how you won. Because in San Francisco, everyone's like, God, I don't want to be racist. I better vote for her. I did want to ask, too, because I get a lot of people on my channel that are like cis women that want to do drag. And so, like, for your experience as, like, an AFAB queen, what kind of advice would you give to people out there that want to start doing drag?
I would say don't listen to, I don't know, the haters. Like, I think it takes having, like, a really strong mindset and a really strong sense of self. Sometimes it's just ignorant comments of like, oh, I didn't know. I thought drag was only for men and da-da-da. And my response is always like, anyone can do drag.
You don't have to explain yourself to literally anyone. Like, you don't.
You really don't.
Honestly, anyone can do drag. If your ugly ass can do drag, then my ugly ass can do drag.
I think it's important to also understand yourself and why you want to do drag. It's a way for me to make my own art. Like, it's a way for me to express myself creatively. It's a way for me to perform because I grew up performing all the time and I loved it so much.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them because you have to remember why you're doing it and it's for yourself.
Yeah, also your reason in drag doesn't have to be noble ever. like some people are like, oh my god, I do it because I love art and everything like that. You can also do it because you're
like the
stuck-up little
attention.
bitch.
You can also do it because you love attention.
That's valid too, because we also need horrible drag queens with horrible personality. We need more people just like fully bullying people on Roblox and drag. Didn't you start your drag as a drag king?
No. I was in a group called One Erection. It was a drag king boy band parody group. So my king character is Frank Lotion, and he was part of that.
Like Frank Ocean.
I'd love to do more Frank drag at some point this year, because I've come up with more ideas of how I want to develop his looks. He was so plain before when he was in the boy group.
You're literally talking about as if you want to go solo. You're like, oh, the group is holding me back.
We've kind of stop it.
Wow.
We disbanded. Everything's fine. The reason why One Erection is not around anymore is because everybody started having kids. The other thing too is that we used to get booked a lot because of Heclina. Heclina loved One Erection.
Oh, that's right. I used to get booked at Oasis a lot because of Heclina too. Were you in boy groups growing up?
I was really into NSYNC growing up.
Really?
I was not, when, you know how it was always like NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
I was a total NSYNC.
What do they call themselves?
I don't know. I was just wondering that. I have no idea. Did they used to do fandom names back then?
I think so. Like sinkholes.
I was a sinkhole.
Sinkhole?
I was a sinkhole.
I can't call them holes.
I had a big crush on Justin, which, like, these days, fuck him.
Seriously.
Lance Bass.
Aww.
Which is kind of fitting that, like, he's the one who, like, came out. That's kind of my type, is, like, femi gay boys. Sorry, Dylan. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. If your boyfriend is watching this, I guess you're gay.
Yeah.
Esque.
You're gay-esque.
Guess you're a gay twink.
But yeah, Lance Bass. What my other bias was.
Bias.
Oh,
yeah, let's talk about K-pop. What is your alt group?
Ooh, I think it's Red Velvet. And it was kind of Luna too.
Yeah,
even
same.
though like sort of RIP, but not really. They like live on, but
Yeah.
in like a different way. New Jeans, which I didn't expect like 2 years ago.
Right, because we're
when they
like
came out.
grandmas.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I was like slightly appalled when they came out, and I was like, oh my god, they're so young, and they're talking about the cookies. And then 3 months later, I was obsessed with them.
Because they fired that girl.
Oh my
Because
god.
they fired the creative director.
Yeah.
Damn,
Oh,
they're fucking...
and twice.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love Twice. Gotta have it.
If we count XG as K-pop, XG is another one for me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They are really just like, they're going up there for me. Because XG is for the gays and the theys. I don't expect to see any straight men in the audience if I go see XG. Cash and I went to go see Twice. There were guys in the audience that are like, oh my god, that's my wife. Oh my god, I love her. How do you incorporate sculpture into your drag?
When I like make the costumes that I've made now in the past couple of years are definitely very sculptural. It's a lot of like creative problem solving.
Yeah.
That like if I hadn't gone to school for art, I don't think I would have the skill to problem solve something or like think about a way that something could be fabricated where like nobody can really tell you how to do it. You kind of have to figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
And that's like a skill I picked up while going to art school.
I love when drag queens are good at doing drag, don't get me wrong. Like when drag queens are good at doing drag, but I also love when they have secondary skills that make their drag
That they
bigger.
utilize, exactly.
Like Cash is really good with like lighting and film and photography, everything too. So like all of the stuff that she produces is like clean and crisp. Like I could be the prettiest drag queen, but if I have bad lighting, I'm gonna look like poo.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell. But yeah, like I utilize sculpture when I'm making costumes, when I've styled wigs. It's just like the ability to think about something fully in the round too. It's like kind of, it sounds really like abstract and conceptual, but like when thinking about it is a little like, I did go to art school and finish it, so
Whoa, finished it. For all of you guys that dropped out.
Sorry.
Fucking poor people.
the way that I'll produce numbers, like for example, at Princess, which is at Oasis, it's like they have all the lighting that you could need. You can like utilize the stage in different ways, or like there's platforms that are like in the audience, and it really makes you think about like, how can I really elevate this number and make it more three-dimensional or more of like an interactive or like
an experience.
An experience, exactly.
I always think about drag this way. How can you make a number? How can you perform so that the person who is in the audience, who sees it for the very first time, remembers their very first time seeing a drag show and it impacts them? I always remember like the first few times that I saw drag and it really was impactful to me, like seeing it live, and I'm just like, this is what I want to do. This is so cool. This is so important. Drag doesn't always have to be like that. You don't have to take it seriously. Not everyone has to be Sasha Velour.
It doesn't have to be serious. It doesn't have to be artsy. That's just the way that we wanted to take it.
Yeah.
But if you want to just like be cunt, be pussy on...
Sometimes cunt and pussy changes people's lives. For the people who are like out there that like are pretty familiar with sculpture, do you have any like favorite creators, influences, artists that you like? Person I know that does sculpture is Tina Yu.
I love her. Told you this yet, but I'm actually leaving my full-time big girl job at the end of September.
Are you leaving your full job?
I'm leaving my full-time job because I'm crazy. I wanted to take a leap of faith because I was like, I'm not getting any younger. I just turned... I don't know. I get very upset with myself that I haven't... Like, I had always wanted to, like, create a small business and, like, sell my art, and kind of similarly to how, like, Tina Yu does it. Like, I have ideas. It's not going to be, like, a ripoff of what she does, but it's, like, you know, it's cool that she, like, creates these, like, small... sculptures that are all like kind of similar, but they're all a little different. I don't know. I wanted to do that, and I also had like a Palmer clay like jewelry business like during lockdown. But then once I got my like big girl tech job, I wasn't able to spend any time on it, and it upsets me that I'm like, I really wanted to start a small business, and then I chickened out and got a big girl job.
If you have a big girl job first, then you can understand a lot of things about having a job. You can make a nest egg. You can really just like plan your future.
Yeah.
And like, there's nothing wrong with having a big girl job. Like, if you have a big girl job, then had a big girl job than to have never had one at all.
It's true. I mean, that's how, exactly what you said. I've been able to use this time to really think and reflect and plan on like, what is it that I am trying to do in my life that could become a full-time creative job. And even though it's not going to be drag full-time, I'll still be doing drag, obviously.
All right, you got 2 minutes right now. Sell it to people out there if they want to. Sell your brand to us.
Jesus. Well, it's called Sassy Baby. So SASSI BBY. Sassy Baby. So I want to make like desk figurines, or essentially kind of grow the business into like a blind box business. Whether or not it's going to be all handmade or like manufactured, we will see. You know, early stages right now. Sassi Fran in the past couple of years has become a more fully realized persona, character. She has a fully realized aesthetic. She's kind of like, to me, Sassy's like this like magical girl kind of character, and I love all the looks that I've created in the past 2 years. So I want to immortalize them in like little desk figurine form, essentially eventually turn into like a blind box.
See, that's where you and I are like, where like each look that you make is curated really well so that it can stand alone as its own
like
piece
an
of art.
art piece.
Sassy made me this headpiece
that she still hasn't used.
I still haven't used it yet because
she hates it.
Well, yeah, but no, specifically I want to make a very specific outfit that goes with it, and I'm not just gonna use a headpiece just to use a headpiece.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a headpiece and make it a full costume that is realized. So at least in my way, I can help you with like at least helping to foster your creative needs, you know.
Yeah.
Do you have anything on your site right now?
So I have like a Etsy that is all of the stock that I had made back in 2020 that like I hadn't sold yet. My plan is to hopefully like get my whole brand like rebranded and relaunched before I leave my job. And I know I'm probably not going to make much money from it in the beginning because I have to really regrow my like my customer base or my fan base or whatever have you, because I like did it for like 6 to 8 months maybe, like during lockdown, and then now it's been like 3 years. So I have to kind of start over.
Yeah. If you guys ever want to commission anything, put a comment down below on what you think that Sassi should work on.
I was also thinking about starting a Patreon.
Maybe you should.
Yeah. Or maybe hopefully by the time this video is out, I've already done this, but putting stuff on my YouTube channel.
By the time this video comes out.
So by the time this video comes out, my channel will be there.
Oh, good.
You will have, there will be at least one video on my channel.
Okay, since I'm like so much farther ahead of you in drag right now, I'm gonna let you just paint, and then with you guys, so we just finished DragCon. I think I'm gonna open one of my gift. So let's look at some of the stuff that I got while Sassi is getting ready.
Because I'm really bad at multitasking, as you can tell.
The first thing is they gave us this Betsy Johnson bag. This is the gift bag, but it's leather.
What?
It's leather.
But I didn't end up.
What do you think this is? It's like in a nice little box. It's very sleek. It is a necklace, but it's also Teletubbies.
Oh my god!
Certificate of authenticity. Well, they gave us a fan, which was great. The first day of DragCon was so hot. I wish I had opened this the first day. I didn't realize there was a fan in there. But let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's nice.
Oh my god. What was that?
It's not bad.
Ooh.
It's not bad at all. Mattifying waterproof setting spray from One Size Beauty right here. So I'm actually gonna try that out right now because I'm at this part in my makeup where I like to just set it and then add some more stuff later. So what did they give us? Oh, they also gave us Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water, which I never use. Also, look at these lashes. These are nuts. My green lipstick. Oh, okay. e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Gotta have it.
We're gonna put that in the video.
Do I know what? I feel like maybe I know what.
Oh, Got To Be gave us this spike gel, and it is blue 90s style spike gel, and it's like a water bottle. Love Got To Be. Okay, looks like we got a reusable bag from JJ Malibu. Oh, from Lush, we have a bath bomb. Wanna smell it? Lush also gave me this cleansing tea tree astringent grapefruit balancing juniper keep skin fresh and clear tea tree water toner. We also have this liquid blush from e.l.f. This is orange.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're the only one who's gonna wear this
color.
Beautiful color.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cash would wear that.
Yeah. And the last thing we got is a palette that I literally have in front of me, but I hit pan on a lot of things, from Norvina. You know what Cash told me the other day? Cash said it the other day that she said it before, but it really rings true for a lot of you guys. Closed mouths don't get fed. So basically it means that like, if you don't ask for something, you're never gonna get it. And there's no harm in asking and like putting it out there.
Yeah.
You know.
You can't expect people to give you what you want if you don't advocate for what you need.
We did that video with Impressions Vanity. They're all lovely, wonderful people. They sent us so many lovely things. They sent us mirrors. They sent us this whole vanity that we're getting ready on right now. Fran is getting ready in a Hello Kitty mirror.
And it's so cute.
They sent us these chairs that we're on. These Hello Kitty chairs. I was tagging them and putting all of their stuff on stories, not because I was like, oh, I want to work with them, and so maybe this will get me to work with them, but like I really like actually like
you like
their
genuinely
brand,
like the product,
and like put it on my socials because I thought it was really cool, and like everyone should see it, and then like people notice genuine things like that. That's the thing. If you're gonna do anything and put it out in the world, just be genuine. Be genuine about it because people can tell if you're being two-faced.
Yeah.
Oh, so you watch our channel, Fran?
Yeah, I watch every video.
Did you watch the Shih Tzu?
I did. And man, when Cash was out of town, out of the country, I have to say,
it was hard. It was a rough time.
I somehow sat through those whole videos and then ended it being like, she's so lucky I'm her friend.
I really do need Cash, and like I've said this before, like she already has her job security because I suck at everything behind the scenes.
Cash, you're very direct too. You don't you don't sugarcoat things. You just
You're like
get
that
to
in
the
everything
point.
you do.
And you won't. And somehow you know everything that's gonna be good. Like you're like, don't do that. That they're not gonna like that. Or like,
don't do that. You look ugly.
Do that. Yeah, exactly. He's like, don't use that font. I can't read it, so I don't use the font.
I guess we're from San Francisco, so everyone in our community, especially in the drag community, we're very non-directed, we're non-confrontational when it comes to our criticisms, or if someone
everyone's afraid of hurting each other's feelings.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's we all have busted drag, but everyone's too nice to tell someone hey, I think it'd be cool if you did this, because everyone's art is so fragile. Oh yeah, what are you getting ready for tonight for drag?
We are going to film, Cash and I are going to film a cover. So Yuju and Coco from Island. That one's another K-pop survival show. But it's not the spicy choreography specifically, but they had a choreographer who made them. It's a duet number.
Oh, that's sick.
To CL Spicy. So
yeah, if you guys want to see it, we'll link it down there. We always blast Cash's channel. Hopefully you guys don't mess up. Here's the thing, is that these two don't, because they are professionals. If there's two people in this world that I trust with choreography, it's these two people right here. It's literally you two. Fran helped me when I first got announced for Drag Race. I did a cover of Alexa's Bomb. And Fran helped, she basically facilitated the whole thing. And then from that, we were able to meet Alexa, so that was really cool.
Well, I didn't get to meet Alexa.
I said we, Cash and I.
Oh my god.
We're over here.
Is she shorter than me?
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, that's
that
crazy.
That bitch is a Keebler elf K-pop up style. The K in Keebler is K-pop.
She gives 5'6" energy.
No, she doesn't.
In her platforms.
I'm talking personality wise. If I were to look at her,
I feel short people are all chronically online, so she gives me that energy. Would you ever consider auditioning for a show? And I don't mean just a drag related show. I mean any show.
Any show.
Would you want to do reality TV ever?
I don't know. I am really competitive.
Are you?
But with myself. I think when I think about playing games in general, I don't know, board games, Settlers of Catan, I'll fucking start talking so much shit.
Yeah.
During it.
You'll fucking wish you never pulled this fucking 35-year-old board game out of the closet, bitch.
I enjoy watching them, but I don't know if I would be on one.
Fear factor. You get to bungee jump. Or eat a bug. Where are you ever gonna find bugs that you can eat and there's 100 in front of you? You have to think about those things, right, Cash?
No thanks.
No thanks. Would you have done Fear Factor?
Yes, I really want to do Fear Factor. I want to almost drown.
Gotta have it.
Have you seen the pink one?
Pink lipstick.
You're gonna have to show me what that is.
My bling lipstick. My green velvet glasses. Gotta see. My bling lipstick. Gotta have it.
Few inches later.
And we're back. We had to do a hard cut because we are drag queens and we are at a time. Well, I got finished and then we had to wait for Fran. Well, first off, love the fit. Give everyone a spin.
But when I'm in drag, something that I've realized is that I get this sort of negative reaction when people call me Fran when I'm in full drag, and it kind of makes me feel oh well, I've been spending all these years developing sassy.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's hard, and you've known me for a really long time, but I do prefer being called Sassy or the full name Sassi Fran when I'm in drag. If you see me out of drag, feel free to call me Fran, because that's your girl on the streets, but you can also call me Sassy whenever.
Well, that's good. I'm really glad that another thing as a drag mom that I am going to really just hammer in there that's good behavior is just if you want to be called something,
tell people.
Say it. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Exactly.
Closed holes don't get loaded, okay? Thank you so much for joining us on this channel.
Thank you for having me, Rock.
I had so much fun.
My mother, our first
This is
like,
my first
real
drag
actual
child
thing.
to actually be on this channel. Everyone else I'm so ashamed of.
Because
Like,
I'm the only Asian.
Well, also thank you so much for being on this channel. Is there anything that you wanted to plug while you're here?
Like I said, I am quitting my job soon, so that way I can do my art full time. So please follow me. I've got my website is gonna come out soon. I'm relaunching and rebranding Sassy Baby, which is gonna be my brand, selling jewelry, selling figurines, like tiny sculptures, and finally starting to do my art again. Follow me on Instagram, follow my drag. I do a lot of stuff that is very in the same vein as rock, but
Yeah.
I also do stuff that's kind of on the opposite spectrum too, so there's really two sides to Sassy, so there's something for everyone. Follow my YouTube channel too. By the time this video comes out, I'll have at least one video on there. I do have a cover that I did of Changha.
And you're doing a cover today.
And I'm about to
And that's
film a
going to be
cover.
out there too, so you guys watch that
So you'll
as
watch
well.
that as well. So just follow me. I'm going to start showing up a bit more.
Also, make sure to like this video if you like this video at any time. Comment down below. What's your drag name?
Did we thank your patrons?
And special thanks to all of my patrons on Patreon. We couldn't do this without you guys. If you guys want to help support this channel, help keep the lights on, help keep the makeup on, help keep my wiener...
What? Help keep my wiener tight?
Yeah! Then consider becoming a patron on Patreon. You guys get the best perk of all, which is keeping us alive. Thank you guys. Bye. Love you. You gotta change outfits so you can do
Yep.
dance cover.
I know. Bye.
Bye.